Welcome back to Melody Loves Death Metal. As you guys know, I'm on vacation, so I pre-recorded a bunch of videos while I'm out. So you're going to see this shirt in every one of those videos. But just a standard old death metal vinyl collection update today. I got several records in over the last week. And again, I have not been buying vinyl a whole lot this year. Until recently, I started going and picking up hole fillers, as I like to call them. Things that I've been wanting on vinyl for a while, some stuff that just recently got reissued, and then one new release in here, well actually two new releases, but one really new release that I just finally got the record in for. I've been waiting forever for it. It was delayed, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So Hell's Headbangers did a reissue of this classic brutal death metal album. This needs absolutely no introduction. I have never owned a physical copy of this. It's always been relatively expensive to find on a physical format, and they sell for stupid prices on Discogs, whatever it is. And then Hell's Headbangers did us a service, and they reissued this finally. So I got this in. So yeah, Malignancy, their first full-length album from '99. Interretrain, I can never say that word. You know what? Fuck me, I can't speak. Cannibalism, one of my all-time favorite brutal death metal albums. So here is the jacket, and then it comes with a printed inner sheet here, a collage, really nicely done. There was a couple of variant colors. Roger, look away. You're going to be seeing all, well, there's a couple black vinyls in this collection update, but you're going to be seeing a whole lot of color today, as per usual. But I got whatever the hell this color was because it matched the album artwork, and I liked the color. It has like a little bit of black and white marbling in there, but yeah. So these are out now. Go grab them. If you didn't pick up the pre-order, they're still in stock on Hell's Headbangers. If you've been wanting this album in your collection for a while, now is the perfect time to do it. Sounds great. Been spinning it for about a week now because I've had it for about a week, and super pumped to finally have it. The New York Brutal Death Metal Masters. So there you go. The second thing that I picked up, and yes, I did get it on cassette tape when it first came out, and I assumed that, you know, I assumed that this wouldn't be one of my favorite albums to come out this year. I don't know why, because the first like two listens didn't really captivate me, or didn't really make me feel anything really a whole lot until fairly recently. I started listening to it more, and now I'm in love with this album. So I saw it for $20, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna grab it. And that is Caustic Wound with their second full-length album, Grinding Mechanism of Torment. So you're probably like, what the hell, you weren't a fan at the beginning? That's not really per se. It's just I probably wasn't in the mood for this type of death grind music when it first came out. I was in love with Death Posture, their first full-length that came out in 2020. I absolutely loved that album. This one finally clicked like fully with me. I've been listening to this so much now. Like, this has been a daily listen, and so you know what, I'm just gonna grab the record because I love this album now. It was cheap. The other one I have on vinyl, so format, keeping the same formats, and so I'll probably use the cassette for a giveaway now. That's what I tend to do whenever I have duplicates like that. So Profound Lore Records, you can still get this on their website. It is not sold out, which is funny because Death Posture would sell out like almost every single time there was some sort of a reissue of it. So they must be pressing quite a bit of these now to keep the demand in. And again, just classic black. I don't think did they release color variants for this? I'm not sure that they did, because I don't think that they did for Death Posture. So yeah, death grind out of the West Coast, that Pacific West Coast that just develops this amazing, incredible sound whenever they release anything. If you're not familiar with this band, which I feel like if you're watching my videos you are, there are members of Mortiferum in this band as well, and then Corpus Offal and Fetid, and then previously Cerebral Rot. As you guys know, they're no longer together, and they're Corpus Offal, which we'll be talking about that very soon too. So yeah, Caustic Wound, fantastic. This is definitely going to be one of my favorite albums to come out this year now. I just, for whatever reason, when it came out at the time, I liked it, yes, and obviously I ordered it because I knew I was going to like it, but it just took a little bit of time for me to really fully fall in love with it. So, good stuff now. All right, the next one is I did an order with Iron Fortress. So these next three are from that package. Sorry, four. And these next four are from that package. I had a percentage off. He's got this point system, and so I had a percentage off for an order, and ended up being a really nice chunk of money off. So I finally just went through and bit the bullet and bought these records that I've been wanting to have for a while now, and got them. So the first one is, yes, I did finally buy the vinyl copy of this. As you guys know, I have several copies of this already. I have the VHS cassette tape edition, and I also have the head split cassette tape that I've shown off on here several times. This is by far one of my favorite albums at the moment. It came out last year, Putridarium, with however the hell you say that. I just, oh God, I love this album so much. So I finally, Ben's had this in his distro for a while now, and I believe Headsplit still has copies. I was shocked that they hadn't sold out yet, so I finally just grabbed it because I knew I was going to get a percentage off with it. Ended up being a good deal. So this is their first ever full-length album. I have all of their demos. I did a whole video on them a while back, so finally grabbed it. So this was a co-release with Night Terror Records and Headsplit for the vinyl variant, and then Headsplit also released the cassette. Did they also do the CD too? I can't remember. So there you go. Putridarium is a band out of Germany. Death Doom, probably my favorite Death Doom band at the moment. I love all the stuff that they've put out so far. I love this album, and I'm super pumped that I finally got it. The artwork, I talked about this in the last video that I did this for. Altars of Worm is the artwork, and then it also comes with a poster, which I like this. It's a perfect size. It's the album cover. I am definitely going to frame this and put it in my room. I have plenty of space. I actually have a frame that this will fit in too, so love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love this album so much. Really nicely done too. Really nice pressing. Sounds really good. Really nice quality jacket. And then I, of course, got... There's the dog barking again, always in every video. I, of course, got the slimy, like, yellow, green. I don't know, the lighting in here is kind of bad because it's storming out and it's dark. But yeah, and there was also a black copy, so, but I got this one because I liked that color, so. Amazing, amazing album. So happy I finally have this on vinyl. I spun this. I got this like 2 days ago, so I spun this yesterday and then today all morning while I was working. So super pumped. These are still available, so go grab them. I'll link where to find them, link the Bandcamp to listen to it. Definitely worthy of a vinyl purchase, that's for sure. In that same order, yes, I also grabbed this on vinyl because it's been sitting there, and he's literally the only one I've seen as a US distro to carry this. So he's had it for a while. I had the cassette tape that Iron Fortress put out, and I thought I was going to be good enough, but again, this has just been haunting me because it's just been sitting there, just burning a hole in my pocket. And yes, that is the new Putrid album. Yeah, I don't. Good luck trying to read what that is. I can never pronounce their albums. Putrid. This is one of my favorite releases to come out this year. I am obsessed with their album that came out this year. I've been listening to it a ton. It came out back in January, so it's like one of the first releases that came out this year that I've really, really enjoyed. Death metal band out of Romania. I love their last full length that they put out in 2023. And yeah, so I finally grabbed this. This vinyl was put out by Tenebrous, right? Yeah. Tenebrous Apparitions Productions. And like I said, he's like the only one I've seen like have this in stock on his distro, and it's still just sitting there. So I grabbed it. Nice heavy insert here with the lyrics and liner notes. I forgot already who did the artwork for this. Jan Pysander Whitney. He's out of Sweden. I probably said that wrong. Really love that artwork. This whole entire layout is so nice. As far as I know, this might be the only variant it was, which was just classic black. I don't know if there was a color copy that was made on this. I immediately did not look, but this is just whatever Ben had in his distro. I believe it might still be there too, so if you want a copy of this, go grab it. God damn. I love this album. Love this album so much. Going to be at least a top 5, I think, for me this year, at least. This is one of the ones I've spun the most. So, like I said, there's also a cassette version, and I believe there's a tape. I don't remember who did the tape. Metamori? Yeah, Metamori, I believe, is who did the CD, not the tape. Tape is Iron Fortress, CD is Metamori. Yeah, these bands with the 3 different labels and the 3 different media pressings, it gets confusing. Another one that I had in that same order is this album. Man, I loved it when it first came out and then did not play it anymore after that. And I've gone back to it recently and have just been obsessed with it. And that is Corpus Offal, the self-titled first full-length. Again, I just mentioned them earlier. Members of Cerebral Rot, they broke up, they made this band. I had the cassette tape, ordered it when it first came out, listened to it once, put it back on the shelf, never listened to it again. Use it as a giveaway for a 6,000 subscriber or follower giveaway on Instagram last week, so that's been shipped off and sent to them, and I just snagged the vinyl version because, again, I've been obsessed with this. I've also seen a lot of people show this off on their channels and in their Instagrams, and I really like the vinyl pressing of this. So $20 spin. Surprisingly, I didn't pre-order this through $20 spin. That's like the label that everybody jokes about that I should be sponsored by. But I saw that Ben had this in a distro. God damn, why is my dog just always barking? Anyway, really glossy sleeve, which I'm not too used to. Like, I feel like over the last couple of years they haven't done glossiness, but this is nice. It reminds me of an MSUO pressing. And then here's the back. This is like the theme of this layout because of the album cover, and I'm a huge fan of this. Now just wait. So here's the printed inner sleeve, or sheet, I should say. And then the side carries on through here. The art is done by Karina Monsum. You want to pause, and then there's the layout. And then on the inside, can you see that? It carries into the inside of the jacket. Just a really, really cool touch. So, again, I really, really love this album right now. I'm so hooked on it. This is really putrid sounding death metal. At times can be very grindy, especially within the drumming style. Honestly, it's very much a death grind album in my opinion. Some people will disagree with me on that. Just phenomenal. I guess you could disagree in the sense that the songs are not short by any means, except for the intro track. Every single song is an averages between 6, 7, and 8 minutes long. The last song, Secreted Effluence, is so good. That's over 12 minutes long. So I guess you could consider it just a death metal album with grindcore elements. But yeah, I got whatever version this was because it's what Ben had on his distro. I like it. I like the blobby vinyl variants, color variants for it. I don't know. This $20 spin, they pressed probably 7 different color variants. I know it's still in stock on $20 Spin's website too, so you can also grab it there. The CD and tape are also available, and then it has a really cool hype sticker there. So yeah, again, another one of my favorite albums to come out this year. So good. And when I say I've been listening to this a ton, it's been like a daily listen while I'm working, while I'm sitting at my couch, on my couch at night. Like at night, I tend to like decompress after work and just put my headphones on and doom scroll on my phone and check notifications because I generally don't look at my phone a whole lot throughout the day, and just listen to music for like an hour or two before I like go into mom mode and do dinner and all that other stuff. And this has been one that I've been listening to just about every night now. So amazing stuff. Finally a $20 spin release that I can gush over this year. They've had a pretty slow year compared to previous years anyway. And then finally the last record in that order, not a new release by any means, but one that I've never owned physically, and as soon as I saw it available I grabbed it, and that is Disgrace with Gray, Jesus Christ, Great Misery. Yeah. I need a drink. Do I have a drink? I have a drink. Throat's getting dry. Anyway, Swedish. No, Jesus Christ, not Swedish. Let me catch up here. Finnish death metal gem. Although they're not death metal anymore, like they're not together anymore, but their like last few albums had more of a punk sound, which is very odd. Anyway, I'm a fan of their first like 2 albums, and that's about it. But this one is by far my favorite, a gem that I've always wanted. And Svart finally did some reissues of it. I know that it's been reissued a ton. It's been around. I could have grabbed it at any time, but this was the latest one, and I finally was in the market for it, so I grabbed it when I saw it on the Iron Fortress distro. So let me get it out of this damn sleeve. That is, there we go. I don't need to talk about this. I'm pretty sure you guys know. Everybody knows this album. It's like one of the best death metal albums, in my opinion, ever made. So yeah, Grey Misery. There we go. Finnish death metal is like my favorite style of death metal and my favorite like area of death metal. So I've been trying to make it a point to collect some of my favorite Finnish death metal albums finally on physical media. So that's why I finally grabbed this. So just classic black, really, really nice pressing. It sounds amazing. And this is one of the cleanest records I have ever gotten in the mail. Like, every once in a while I'll notice like some dust particles, or maybe like even some like scuffing from the paper sleeve that it's in, or just like even like kind of like oil a little bit, like from the pressing plant, or just like it just needs to be cleaned. This one did not have that. I actually still cleaned it when I put it on the platter, but I just looked and like inspected it, and just a very nice clean pressing. So yeah, these are circulating everywhere. I know I've seen them in several distros in the US. Like I know Hellside Banger's got them, and a couple of other people. And then printed inner sheet here. There's the guys. So yeah, not my favorite album cover by any means. It reminds me of a Salvador Dali painting, which it's not Dali. It's I forgot who did the artwork for it. I didn't immediately like look into it. It probably says right here. I'm just blanking on it right now. Cover painting is done by Sakari Patolia. I forgot how to say his last name, so yeah. But whatever. I think maybe like if it just was the whole entire artwork and not this like column or whatever. I don't know, but it's just how it is. So yeah, good stuff. Disgrace. So I'm pretty sure Ben still has these in stock too. I'm not too sure how many he got, but after I ordered it, I noticed it was still there, so that means he still has copies. So if you're in the US and you're looking for this, it comes in these annoying sleeves that I was going to trade out for my own, but I've just kept them because it has the hype sticker on it, and I can't get it off, and I don't want to cut it, and it's just I'm lazy, so I just left it in this annoying ass resealable sleeve. I hate these things. I know a lot of people use them, but I can't stand them. So yeah, Disgrace. And then finally, the last one. This is what's been holding up. It's been holding up for a while. It's got very delayed. People are finally getting them now from their pre-orders, and I am so happy because this, I've said Toughness is by far my favorite album this year. This has very much crept up there as well. I would say it's pretty much a tie at this moment. Ossuary with Hellborn Worship, Masako Unoho, and did Dark Descent do the CD? Probably Dark Descent. I ordered this through Dark Descent because he had it up for pre-order, and I was like, cool, because he does that, from MSUO for some MSUO pressings. And then it was like very delayed, and it took forever to get. So I'm impatient, and I wanted it on physical media, so I ended up just ordering the cassette tape that Darkness Shall Rise put out. And that's also just because I'm a format person. I like to have the same format across the board, so that was why I already own their demos and EP on cassette tape. This is like everything that I've been able to get on physical media, because because I'm a huge fan of this band. I love this band so much. Everything that they've done so far, I'm a huge fan of. Just so good. And this album is phenomenal. I just want to hug it and just tell how much I love it. I'm such a huge fan. I've been talking about this to my friends too. I think they're getting sick of it. Like, oh God. Anyway, band is out of the US. This is their first official full-length album. Like I said, they have 2 demos out and then an EP that came out like 2 years ago. All great stuff. Go check those out. Darkness Shall Rise Productions has recently reissued those on cassette. And so, yeah, it's finally here. I'm so happy. So this is a really nice gatefold. There you go. And I just talked about Izzy, the front woman of this band, in a video that I posted about a day or two ago whenever I pre-uploaded this for Death Metal Queens. That's not what I titled it, but anyway, she's the vocalist for this band, and just I talk about how amazing she is in that video where I focus on that. And then also you get a poster of this mean artwork. Very cool little piece of art. I don't remember who did it. I'll look in a minute. So yeah, I love their logo too. Their logo is so cool. Big fan of that. Let's see who did the artwork for that. C Machine, B Machine. Not too sure who that is. Anyway, awesome stuff. So this is a little bit different of a style of a MSUL pressing. It's a nice matte jacket, a nice gatefold. Lately he's been doing like more glossy and stuff like that, but this is a little bit of a different, really nice gatefold pressing. And then of course I got the color variant that was out, and that is gold because it matches gold with like black splattering because it matched perfectly. There's also a classic black variant as well. So yeah, if you've pre-ordered this, they're coming. He's got all the pre-orders out now. This was heavily delayed, and the reason why nobody had gotten it yet. It actually officially like came out May 23rd, so it's been a while. People have been waiting for this. So yeah, great album. So dark, so crushing, just so creepy sounding. I love her vocal style. I love this band so much. And I'm happy, very happy with this first official full length that they have in their discography. Very excited to see what else they continue on to do. Amazing stuff. So that's all that I have for this vinyl collection update. Like I said, I'm on vacation. These are pre-recorded. No sound clips for this video today. Just trying to get things up as fast as I can and preloaded. And I will see you guys in the next one.